Alrighty. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, good night, whichever. Welcome back, I guess, to myself and to everybody who will hopefully inevitably be in the chat. It is I, your host, pilot, lead singer, and driver of the airplane for Parasox Airline, Uncle B. Today, we are, first off, if somebody's in the chat, let me know you can hear me first off. We got to make sure we have some kind of, we have communication. Otherwise, it's kind of pointless, isn't it? Can somebody hear me? Hello? I think it's working. I did double check the mic, but I just, I could look at the thing going back and forth, but that doesn't mean people can hear me. So if somebody can let me know that they can hear me, that would be greatly appreciated. And then once I have that, then we can proceed. So I will sit here patiently and wait for somebody to pop in and say hello, that they can hear me. Do. Is somebody there? If not, I don't know what to do. Do. Now, of course, I will remind everybody, this is not the exact flight plan. This is a direct to. So it'll be a couple hours in the air. I think just over 2 hours. Should have a nice tailwind, hopefully, to once we're out of Dallas Love. Once we're heading to Savannah, hopefully we'll have a nice tailwind that'll kind of push us along. I know I put out a 2-hour warning. Well, I guess I want to talk to myself in the meantime. Maybe somebody will finally come in and say, "Oh, you're live and I can hear you." That's a good thing. So yeah, this is a real world flight for Southwest Airlines out of Dallas Love to Savannah. I think it's like one of their daily flights. Savannah, of course, is not a huge airport. That's why I went with the 737-700 instead of the 800. It's a little bit smaller than Dallas Love. Let's see what else. So yeah, it should be a pretty nice flight. And then after that, we're going to have the fun stuff over in San Francisco, the Bay Area. We're going to take off from... I got to go up a little bit here. There it is. We're going to take off from San Jose Airport. We're going to do some of our fun stuff over the bay. We're going to try to fly under the Bay Bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge a couple times. Have some fun around Alcatraz. And then we're going to go up past... we're going to come up through here. There's a couple bridges. There's one here. Well, there's two bridges there, but there's bridges there, and then there's another bridge here. We're going to see if we can't squeeze under those, and then we're going to try to land there at the Nut Tree. No, that's not it. Right, should be right. Yeah, we'll try to land over there at the Nut Tree Airport. So, anyway, I guess I will go ahead and get in and get the plane set up. We'll try to keep an eye on the chat in case somebody comes in and says hello. I was hoping that would be the case, but that's what I get for hoping. You know what they say, you can wish in one hand and do something in the other and see what happens first. But oh well. At least little girl missed me. She's been very lovey-dovey. She's been so happy that I'm back. All right. Let's see. Today's route. Right there. Okay. Oop. On. All right. I gotta grab my. Let's see. Let's get our navigation stuff aligning. We need to get on. Put that on. Go ahead and put those on. We're gonna dial in 39,000 feet. We may go lower than that. I don't know. We'll see what happens when we get the all right, let's get our flight plan loaded up here first. Oh, come on. All right. I got all that information, most of it already. And let's get some calculations in here. 1 left. Aircraft. Flaps 1. All right, let me just make some notes here. Go ahead and continue on. Flaps 1, temp is 32. All right, and we're going to do a couple other things real quick, and then we'll get the APU started up, and then we'll get ready to do all the other. Oh, I got to do one thing first. Let's get this in. KDAL. AS. All right, let's just put that there for right now. We need our actions. We want to put fuel in. We're going to go 16. Let's go 17,412. We'll just put a little extra in because we'll burn some once we get the put that on. Once we get the APU started up, let's put that on. And let's go ahead and get our runway information in here. And our landing runway is, we're going to do an RNAV approach. I know that doesn't mean much to anybody, but 9351. 9351. Landing elevation is 46. Airport elevation's right at 50 feet. So I gotta put that in up here. Right there. All right, let's go ahead and, well, we can go ahead and turn that on. It should stay on. All right. Okie dokie, let's get the APU. Oh, let's get that down. Let's get the APU. APU started. Oh, we can go ahead and put in our flight plan request. Oh, that's interesting. I thought I had it set to, all right, that's okay. We'll, all right, activate, execute. Cost index is 23. Yeah, see, it's going to say 37. That's all right. We put in 1,000. And, let's see. 17. Execute. Oh, cruise went. 253. 058. Execute. 32. Right there. Take off. Flaps 1. All right. Come back to that. Departure. 3-1 left on this. That. Execute. Arrival. Next page. RNAV 28 right there. Oh, I gotta look at the chart real quick. KSAV. 28. We want the Cooches. Execute. Take off. 1, 2, 3. 6.83 on the trim. Oop, I always do that. That's close enough for government work. Let's go ahead and get our APU generator stuff switched over. There we go. Turn the ground power off. And we can go ahead and we gotta close the door. And remove all that. Okie dokie. I think go with that, and we'll come over here, bring that to 10. Data, weather. Turn on our flight directors before I forget. And we don't need to worry about the other stuff there. I think we're all set there. Let's see, legs. Double check. Okay, so execute. Okay, there we go. All right, I think. Oh, turn menu. Set up aircraft displays. We want turn that on. That. There we go. All right, there we go. Okay, let's talk to. Sure, oops, that's not what I wanted. No. Why did it? No. We're going to 3-1 left. Never fails. Hello, Mela. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Can you hear? Does everything sound good? Sound is good. Okay. All right, because I've been sitting here. They're going to make me actually change it. Doggone it. All right, hold on. All right. Hold on a second. I gotta. Yeah, I'll just let the ad play because I gotta figure out a different route out of Dallas. Love. Because apparently the sim wants me to go to 1-3 left, which is not in use. 3-1 left is. But all right. So we're gonna go with that. Oh, let's go ahead and no, that's not what I wanted. Generate. Okay. One three left. Weather. Calculate. Okay. So I gotta change that. Departure. 1-3 left via the next page. Next page. There. Execute. That's gone to 3-1. Take off. 1, 2, 3. Next. Execute. All right. Yeah. Good. That was good. Good. Good trip. We'll talk more about that here in just a minute. Do I have any fuel? I have very little in the middle. That's probably going to go very quickly here. Okay. I think we are ready for pushback. It's already. Yeah, that middle part is going to go very. There wasn't much in there. Get one engine started. Sorry, I was hoping that this was going to go a little bit smoother than than it has. Try to keep an eye on the chat there. Let's go to the right. All right. Let's see, we can go ahead and arm that. We can go ahead and start our other engine. Oh, we gotta put in a notch of flaps. There we go. Takeoff speeds have. Oh, I gotta put in some numbers, don't I? All right, let's get the. So we'll go one. We'll just go 160. What the heck? Should be good enough. Let's see. And I think we can go ahead and get that on and that on. Yep. All right. Oh, it was 9,000, wasn't it? All right. There we go. Okie dokie. Interesting that the. Well, I don't know if that's really legit or not. Let's have a look. It might be 1.3. Okay, no. Show on map. Let's see how they are. No, looks like no. I was right. Should have been. It's just a goofy sim, you know. All right, ads are running. I'll take off after the ads are done, so we can see the takeoff. Thought, that's all right. Yeah, they're doing good, Mel. Thank you for asking. Appreciate it. As well as can be expected, I guess you could say. Let's get my all right. I did see Joe's little blurb about the upcoming Train Sim World 5. Well, they're going expensive. Although I get it, the regional stuff might be a good option for some folks, but otherwise, boy, they are charging out the wazoo for the new Train Sim World. So yeah, once we're in the air, we'll have story time. I'll tell you guys a little story about the trip. My and let's see what else. But yeah, I saw that. They seem for what you're paying though. I mean, it seems like you're getting a lot, but it's just boy, they are really. I think they're pricing themselves out of things. I don't know. I guess maybe I don't know if that's the new owners that are setting that, or if that's Dovetail setting it. But boy, they are really. Yeah, I don't know. And the fact that it's going to be on last gen consoles still, you know, older Xboxes, older PlayStations, I can't see how they can validate if they were putting it all on next gen. Yeah, it's done. I could see them charging for it as much as they are, but for older gen consoles as well, nah, I don't see the validity of asking for that much money for what they're offering. That's just it seems to me that's just a bit uh, tone deaf on their part. Um, yeah, I was watching his premiere and I had to close uh, the chat off to the side because it was just the usual. Oh, it's not fair. I mean I agree it's not, but Joe's just putting the information out there. You can't fault him. He's just giving people the prices so that they can make a decision on if they want to buy it or not. But anyway, well, welcome. Well, I had 4 people, now I'm down to 3. I don't know who all's here since Amel's the only one chatting. You guys haven't missed much other than I had to change the departure runway. I don't know who else is here. I thought maybe Joseph would even show up, but there's no telling. It's Going on 2 o'clock there. All right, let's go. Mm-hmm. 80 knots. Rotate. Come on, rotate. Whew. Well, that was a bit of a duck. You're coming up. Well, that's a dodgy takeoff if I ever saw one. Oh, come on. All right, let's get the... There we go. All right, we're on our way. Boy, that's really lagging. Okie dokie. So yeah, but it's, I mean, I'm glad that at least he's letting people know what the what the prices are, you know. It gives people an option like, okay, are you going to wanting to spend this kind of money, or is it pretty much like, nah, I can't be bothered. Some of the new trains do look pretty neat. I'm not going to lie, but I just, for the why did the N1 go off? Flaps are all up. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know. Let's go ahead and ask for... There we go. Um, no, I'm going. Well, there he is. I if you had been here at the very beginning, Joseph, you would have had a job. I was going to make you the honorary. Matter of fact, on the last flight before I went on vacation, you were going to be the honorary first officer. You were going to help me make sure the aircraft was all set up before we skedaddled. Yeah. You, I guess we're at the pub instead. But good to see you, Joseph. How are you? You doing okay? You still giving your mom grief? Refusing to eat what she cooks? Watching the football? Of course. Yeah. Of course. I should have known. Um, yeah, I was looking for you before I went on vacation. Oh, Beck said you were at the pub or something. It was all right, Joseph. Thank you for asking. It was good. We'll have a story time here in a moment. Trying to get to our cruising altitude of 37,000 feet. We're cleared to 39, but the system said we'll go up to 37. Um, yeah, I have a little story to tell about the train ride between. Well, there's two stories to tell actually. uh, if for those of you who didn't know, when we pulled into Denver on the way to Reno, a fan, well, a um, what's the word? A circuit breaker for the fan in the engine that keeps the lead locomotive, the engine cool. The circuit breaker blew, and we were stuck in Denver for an extended period of time. We had to get a locomotive from Union Pacific to take us the rest of the way. The problem being that the it can only go up to no faster than 50 miles an hour. So we did good going up the hill and through the tunnel underneath the Continental Divide, but otherwise it was pretty much we were stuck at um, 50 miles an hour. Um, so, but we were in Denver for quite a while. I mean, we were when we pulled into Reno, we were about 6 hours behind schedule. We had to wait. The eastbound Zephyr pulled into Reno first, so they had to offload and passengers and put new passengers on board, and then once they left, then we could pull in. But it was a very long leg. I mean, we were a little bit late out of Chicago, I think, but not by much. But yeah, it was a doozy, but we made it. Like I did not expect, but the thing is that um they uh we were on Union Pacific tracks. So if we had gone up the hill and stalled, or we burned out that engine, we would have been stuck there. you know. So they came and we had to go over and hook up to one of their engines. They had to get it ready. They had to call crew in. Um, yeah, it was a bit crazy, but I was really impressed that Union Pacific uh, helped out. Um, you know, I don't know that they. I guess they had to sort of because it was on their tracks. They felt obligated to, um, but anyway, yeah. But it was neat. I was really impressed that they worked together. But it was just you know it's slow going and also because it was summertime, the tracks throughout the day they can only go Before I continue on, can you guys hear the sound of the aircraft and everything? Like if I go outside, can you hear the sound of the engines and all that? Can you hear it all right? No aircrafts. Okay. That's what I was afraid of. See, I thought I had it set. Audio. There we go. Is it? Can you hear it now, Joseph? Amela, can you hear it okay now? Does it sound better? No. Okay. Yeah. What about now? Can you hear it now? Yeah, I should have double checked this before. I'll put audio. Audio. Can you, is it better now or no? Nope. Okay. Hold on. Dang. I don't know, cause so I've got it. I've got audio. I don't know. Because it's showing I got it. I don't know what else I can do to make it. Well, let me go outside, Joseph. It could just. Can you hear the engine sounds? I should have checked this. No. Okay. Refresh your Twitch and see if it'll go through. Because I thought I have it set like I used to. I don't know. See, this is what happens. You go on vacation and you 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 forget how to do all this stuff. Yeah, that's all right. It's well, I don't know. It's kind of weird, but anyway. All right, we're on our way to. Well, as long as you can hear me, that's all. I guess that'll do for now. I don't know what else I can do to. We'll just go on with it. It is what it is. We'll continue on and. All right, so story time. As long as you can hear me, that's all that matters. I have to figure out. I'll need somebody to help me out after we get done with the stream and see if we can't. We'll get a loud plane, and I might have to restart my PC and all that and see if it works. We'll do a test stream if somebody can help me out with that. All right, so story time. Here we go. So we left Chicago on the evening of the 7th of August. And so I had dinner. Once we got underway, we had dinner. And then, so I decided I would have breakfast in the dining car. Now, I'd never done that before. You know, last time I took the train, I only went to the little snack bar thing, and the food's not that great, but dinner was pretty impressive. I had that flat iron steak, so I thought I'd get up in the morning, kind of early, take a shower, get dressed, go over to the dining car, and have breakfast. Now they said that so they take reservations for dinner, right? And so they check the sleeping cars first. Now, after all the reservations are taken in the sleeping cars, which is 3 different cars, then you have the middle car, or you have the dining car, and then after that is the I think it's 2 or 3 sleeping cars, and then you have the dining car, and then you have the observation car, which has the snack bar downstairs, and then you have the coach classes. But if you're in coach, you can go in to eat dinner or breakfast or lunch in the dining car, but you got to pay out of pocket for it. It's included in if you have a bedroom or a roomette. So I thought, erroneously, hindsight being 2020, I thought that that because they weren't taking reservations, I thought I could just go in there, sit down, eat breakfast, and go back to my room. So, excuse me. Let me take a drink of water here. So in that mindset, that's exactly what I thought. Now, I should have double checked the rules. I should have asked for clarification, but I didn't. So I go in there and I see an empty table. Nobody's sitting there. And so I sit myself. Well, it was like I broke some major rule, and it was like all of a sudden there was this loud, thunderous voice that says, "We beseech thee to unseat thyself, frometh the table, and wait to be seated." Like it was just like, it was like there was a spotlight right on me. Now, what I could have done was say, okay, and walked out and gone back to my room and still been able to eat breakfast. But I was like, nope, I'm already here. I'm committed to this. I'm going to go ahead and eat. So I get seated with 3 other people. Now, what they do is when they take reservations, for instance, and they tell everybody, now they told everybody this when we were coming back. So let's say you have a party of 2, and then you have 2 parties of 1. There's a good chance that those 2 parties of one are going to be seated with the party of two. Now, I wasn't in a very social mood that morning because I was like still waking up. I had, but I just wanted to eat. But the people, so I sit down and I'm looking over and I'm getting ready to give the waiter basically my order. Well, he turns and takes the order from other people who had waited to be seated. So I had to wait for him to take their order first, then I could give my order. So I'm like, okay, it's not like I'm embarrassed enough as it is. Now I'm really embarrassed, and the people at the table with me are kind of like, wow, that's really messed up. So I'm just like, this is like, it's on like Donkey Kong in my mind. Like, you didn't have to embarrass me like this. It was an honest mistake on my part, thinking that I could go ahead and sit down. I didn't mean to break any rules or whatever, right? So the people at my table, I think they were pretty bad, or felt pretty bad for me. But I had to eat quicker because they were, they wanted to eat and go. It's not like a typical restaurant where you could kind of like sit there and chill. It's like eat, move on so that other people can come in and sit down and eat their breakfast. So when we got to Denver, eventually, this is before we knew about the problem with the fan on the train. I was talking to my car attendant. His name was Chris, and he was a really awesome guy. That dude, he was on it the whole time. Like he busted his butt for the entire trip. And so I told him, I said, hey, when we're back underway, are you going to come by and take orders for lunch? He said, yeah, why? And I said, well, and I told him what happened, but he wasn't like shocked that they had acted that way towards me. And I was like, I said, I didn't mean to do anything wrong. It was just an honest mistake. So later on, dinner time, the same person that kind of basically, I felt, overly embarrassed me. He came by, are you eating at the dining car? I said, I'm just going to order here in the room. So of course, I'm starting to plan the revenge, the social experiment, basically, right? Now, you guys know me well enough by now. I like when somebody does something, I'm like, okay, how can I, embarrass them back, but not in a way that I'm going to get in any more trouble. Just enough to say, you didn't have to do me like that. So, of course, in my mind, I'm thinking I'm going to go get a fitted dinner jacket, kind of like go the whole James Bond route, dinner jacket with the bow tie and all that. Walk in, and because my feeling was that when you do that, it doesn't matter if it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. People perceive you to have some kind of authority in that situation. Now, it's kind of like like that show, Undercover Boss, right? Where the boss will show up in costume and nobody knows that that's the owner of the company or whatever, but they go in and they get a sense of what's going on with with their employees. So anyway, so I'm like, I was going to do that, and but as I got to California, and once my mom and stepdad picked me up there in Reno, and as I gave it some thought, it occurred to me that the why is it saying nothing? Oh, the ads are coming up. I'll hold on and I'll finish the rest of the story. we'll wait for the ads to finish. Now, if Bex was here, I would say I did think the word rat, you know what, rat B word. I did. It came across my mind. I almost blurted it out too. I had to bite my tongue, honest to God. Oh, I forgot to change this. Now, the question is going to be, we got two legs here, 124, 123. Why is it doing this? I tell you. Okay, I think we're okay field-wise. It's going to be close, but I think we'll be all right. Yeah, I should have double checked it. I didn't even think about it. I should have double checked the audio because I did unplug my while I was gone. I unplugged my microphone, so it wasn't drawing power unnecessarily. Well, I got to get a picture, don't I? All right. I'm guessing the ads are done. If somebody can let me know that the ads are over with. I think they are, but it may be lagging and it may be finishing up for you guys. I don't know. Let's see here. Ads are old. Okay. So of course, but I'm in my mind, I'm thinking, I'll just go get like a nice, suit kind of thing, nice pants, nice jacket, shirt and tie and all that. I really wanted to kind of like go in there looking sharper. Now, I went in there with like a polo shirt on. I wasn't like looking like a complete slop. Okay. I really wasn't. I think I was looking halfway decent. But I'm like, no, in order for them to have some kind of a, how can I say it? In order for them to understand that the embarrassment wasn't necessary, if I could go in and look twice as sharp and give them the impression that I was somebody important and that they would basically trip over themselves to serve me no matter what happened, that to me would be the lesson for them, that just because a passenger doesn't look a particular way or inadvertently had broken the rules, so to speak, you don't have to embarrass them. Just say, oh, excuse me, could you just wait to be seated? Sorry. Is it your first time here? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the only requirement we have, but you're more than welcome to sit with this table over here. They've got a spot. It's just the way we do things. There's a way to handle it. And to me, they handled it poorly. So, so I thought about it. But as time went on, two things. One, it dawned on me that the same crew that I went out with from Chicago to Reno may not be the same crew that will be on the train going from Reno back to Chicago. And that turned out to be the case. But I had already decided that no matter what, I wasn't going to go, after a certain period of time when I was thinking about the social experiment, and I came to that realization, and the realization that I wasn't going to be able to go to a place that I could buy the things that I needed for the social experiment. So I was like, next time, if I'm on the train, I'm going to be dressed, in my mind, appropriately, because then they'll have that notion in their mind that I am somebody important, that they're not going to treat me like this again. But I understood, I get that they have a certain way of doing things, that they have a system, basically. I didn't understand the system until after the fact. Yeah, exactly, Amel. Exactly. And that's why I was like, I thought it. I almost, honestly, I did. And I know Bex would have been like, no. But no, I was just like, it was unnecessary. It really was. So, but the outcome was that nothing else happened. I didn't go back into the dining car to eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I just ate my little roomette, which was fine, because sometimes, I didn't want to. I want to be able to have my own, like I could eat at my own rate. If I didn't always wasn't in the mood to socialize, because you're trying to make polite small talk, but it sucks. The dining car is like a social setting to a degree, but it's like, I don't really want to deal with people and their BS. Basically, I just want to eat and go. So I just was like, I'll just eat my little roomette. It's fine. It had a little fold out table, so it was fine. But no, I really enjoyed the trip. I was really happy. I got to go through Washington Union Station. That was pretty neat. I'd never been through there before. I'd never been in the nation's capital, so I got to at least see that. You can see, I was really like, this was phenomenal. We were coming into to DC when I was heading out to, that was my first stop after leaving here. First transfer point was in Washington, DC. But you could see the planes coming, there was a Southwest plane, I think, coming in to land there at Reagan National. So, they got that tight corridor that they have to follow because it's, near the nation's capital. And, I could see them coming in to land, and they went right over us and into Reagan National. So that was really cool. I wish I had more time to have gone over to the Air and Space Museum. I really wanted to do that, but I was like, you have to reserve a spot first off to get in. So they have different times, and if the time is taken, if they have so many people in, you have to wait, and then if I ever go up that way again, I'd like to have a whole day where I could go over there and spend the day in the Air and Space Museum. I was surprised though that they didn't have a um, any kind of a gift store for Smithsonian at the train station. I'm like, that you're passing up an opportunity to make some good money for people traveling through who may not have time to go to the actual museums, but they'd like to get some kind of a souvenir, like coffee cups or a magnet or a calendar, something that they can say, "Oh, I wasn't able to go, but I got this cool thing uh, from the gift store." That, but they don't have any of that. But they have stores, like they have a little Walgreens in the basement of the very lowest level of Chicago or from Washington Union. They have like a little Walgreens. Uh, so yeah, it's a really neat station. I was really, yeah. And then the one in Denver was not as impressive as Chicago and Washington D.C., but it was I would imagine back in the day it was much grander. But it was pretty cool. I walked over there. I was like, let me get off the train, stretch my legs. So I walked over there, peeked around inside. Um, Reno Station is very kind of like blah, you know. So the one in Sacramento is far better, I think, but the one in Reno is kind of like, I was expecting better in Reno, to be honest. Uh, but no, it was cool. It was just, it so happened. The bad part was when my folks came to pick me up in Reno, they had streets closed off they were, putting down new pavement or whatever. There were street repairs going on, so they had streets closed off. You have a lot of one-way streets, and the car show Hot August Nights was taking place in Reno at the same time. So trying to get out of there I had to get on my phone to like help navigate us out of Reno back to the freeway. But we did see some really cool cars. This person had a replica of the Mach 5 car from Speed Racer. I wish I had taken a picture, but I didn't. But they had that. Older Corvettes, older Chevy Bel Airs, stuff like, there was some cars cruising around and all that. But it was just a madhouse getting out of there. And then we got to the lake, and we basically were at the lake the whole time. We went to Susanville a couple times. We went into town in Chester a couple times. Other than that, we didn't do anything. We didn't go back down to Magalia for any reason. I said, are we going to? No, we're not going to Magalia. Why would we go to Magalia? I was like, I don't know. I just was asking. Shoot. But yeah, it was an okay trip. I enjoyed it the most because getting the roomette so I could actually sleep, because they have the two chairs that are in the room. They come down, and then they put like a thin mattress between the chairs, and that's your bed. It's not like the greatest thing, but if you're really tired, you're gonna be like, I don't care, I just want to go to sleep, And it was nice being able to take a shower. On the way out, the bathroom with the shower was right next to my roomette. So if I got up quick enough, early enough in the morning, I could do all that and then not have to, it was much simpler. But no, it was good. I had a good time. I like it because you get to see stuff first, on the ground. You see more, and I did quite enjoy that part of it. So because when I was on the way back, when we went through Pittsburgh, I told the conductor, I said, well, I'm going to try to get up early. What time are we going to get into Pittsburgh? And he said, oh, about this time. I said, okay, I'll be up. He said, why? And I said, well, I've never seen Pittsburgh. Well, he's like, well, there's not much to look at. The station's not like that fancy. And yeah, he wasn't kidding. It's kind of like in a dodgy part of town, I think, like most transit places are. Especially the smaller ones. But so yeah, we left Pittsburgh, and I was kind of just chilling there, and then we were we were getting close to DC. Like the time went by. Well, I fell asleep and woke up, and I was like, oh, I got to eat, and I need to get my bed put away and all that kind of stuff. And, uh, the other guy, the car attendant, he was pretty cool. Um, let's see what else happened. I think that was pretty much it. No, I really enjoyed it. It's a fun way to, if you don't have to, if you're not like pressed for time, it's a great way to travel. It really is. Uh, I would highly recommend, like, the leg between Chicago and California is generally always sold out. It's a full train. It just so happened I lucked out that a roomette came open. I was like, oh, thank God, because I wanted to be able to go to sleep, you know, have my own space, not have to deal with a lot of other people, uh, you know. So, because there, if you're in the aisle and the person next to you, you could try to swap seats and say, when are you getting off oh, I'm getting off in Provo. Okay, let's put you closer to the, aisle, so that way when it's time for you to go, you can just get up and not wake me up, and I have to get up and let you out and all that kind of, So, but no, it was good. It was good. So, no, I was trying to get some pictures, but on the way back, I was hoping to be on the opposite side of the train going back eastbound, and I wasn't. I was on the same side that I was on going westbound, so I was like, well, there's nothing really new to see here. So, other than, if I was asleep, like I slept through the whole. Oh, that was the other thing, Joseph. I was actually on the Sandpatch grade. We went through Cumberland Yard in Cumberland, Maryland. We went up through the grade up to on our way to Pittsburgh, and then back from Pittsburgh back to Cumberland. We went through the yard, so but it wasn't as scenic as I expected in real life. I'll be honest. Well, because I was facing the side that, you're basically facing the mountainsides all the time. I wasn't on the other side where there was a lot of the rivers and all that kind of stuff. So I can finally say in real life, I've been on the Sandpatch grade. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. Because last time when I took the train last year, we went to Charlottesville, and then Charlottesville to Chicago. So I asked the conductors, we were going to Chicago. I said, last time, he said, it depends on which day you travel. Will they take you all the way to DC, or will you go to Charlottesville and then Charlottesville to Chicago? So, yeah, that was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that part, but when I was looking at it and it said Cumberland, I'm like, I wonder if that's the Cumberland from Sandpatch Grade, and sure enough, it is. So I saw the building that we see in the in Train Sim. There's a little building as you leave the yard. There's like a little building that you're like, what is that? That is the station for Amtrak, and they have to. When they pull in, they have the locomotives and the sleeper cars first, and then they pull forward, and then the rest of the train is at the station then. So the passengers can get on and off that way. So yeah, it was pretty impressive. I was really, really happy to have seen that in person, and I was like, I know exactly what this is. So yeah, it was pretty neat. I did tell Joe, I was like, I can finally say I've been on the Sandpatch grade in real life. And I told him about that, and I showed him pictures of the Washington station. I sent him some pictures that way, and the Denver station. I did see the new Acellas though when we were leaving, getting ready to leave Washington when I was coming back here. I saw the new one. It looks sharp. I have to admit, it looks. They were just kind of pulling out, so they're going very slow coming out of Washington Union, but it looks pretty awesome. So I wish I could have gotten I didn't even realize what it was until it was gone. I was like, oh, that's the new Acela set. So yeah, it was pretty cool. So yeah. What else? I guess that was about it. So yeah. It was good to be back. So yeah, next kind of just going over things. So after we get done here in Savannah, we'll do the fun flight in the Bay Area, in the Cap 10. I saw the French yeah, I don't. They look very sleek, very fast. Yeah, they're pretty impressive looking. So yeah, we'll do the fun stuff. So yeah, if you didn't know, so I follow Flight Sim, Microsoft Flight Simulator or Sobo or whatever on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and I think Jane or somebody had posted something about the Robin Cap 10, and it said that they're literally made to perform upside down magic, and I was like, ooh, okay. And the only limit may be the pilot's intestinal fortitude, and I'm like, okay. Intestinal fortitude, I got plenty of that. So I was like, let's go have some fun in that plane. We'll do some aerobatic stuff in the Bay Area, and we'll have a bit of fun. And then we'll end next Saturday, no stream. We'll pick it back up on the 21st. I do want to we'll do the flights in the ATR. Those may be a Thursday or Friday afternoon flight, depending on what I've got going on. If not, it'll be what I may do is do a flight, like a Saturday morning, we'll do a flight, and then we'll do the ATR flights later in the day. We'll just double it up if necessary, because I got appointments the next couple weeks. So Thursdays and Fridays may not be feasible. So it might just be we'll do a morning stream and then an afternoon stream. So there's just a bunch of stuff happening since I've been back. Stuff I gotta take care of, and all that. So that's the deal. And I got routes that I'm working on for pair of socks, that I got to get done, that I just need to get them done. So see, I've seen people use the weather radar, but it's not working on mine. I don't know. So yeah, and then I got to come up with flight plans for October, and then before we know it, new flight sim will be out in November. Like I think it's still mid-November is the plan for that. So I got to get that downloaded and all that. So yeah. lots of stuff happening. So I have to get that set up, test it, and then we'll go. The plan is we'll go back through flight school. Okay, and we're gonna develop better habits than we did a couple years back when we started here on 2020, and so we're gonna build our skills back up and go back to learning. That's what we like to do. That's what I like to do. I like to learn stuff. So we're going to learn better habits. Hopefully, we'll do cargo flights, a bunch of other stuff. There's going to be plenty to do, I think, and I think it'll be fun. So, yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing from here on out. Flight simming. I don't know that I ever go back to train sim. It was fun. I'm not going to lie. I did enjoy train sim up to a point, but I think Dovetail has gotten a bit greedy. I don't know if it's... See, I think it's more them than it is the new company being greedy. It could be a combination of the two, but I think it's more Dovetail than it is the new owners. It's just unfortunate that when that happens, but if that's your cup of tea, it is what it is. But we'll be getting back to the flying adventure. We're going to do all kinds of stuff. I've got a whole list of places that I'm trying to add for. Let me find that list that I had. Where did it go? So yeah, I got like a bunch of airlines that I'm adding to FS Hub for a pair of socks. And yeah, I know, Joseph. I already know, brother. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get it, to be honest. I just can't. I can't afford all that plus the stuff of Flight Sim. Where did I put that? List of... There it is. So yeah, Atlas Air and Alaska Central, that'll be up in Anchorage. Korean Air out of Seoul. EasyJet will be out of Nice. UPS will get a hub in Miami. Delta will be added to Atlanta. Eastern Airlines will be Albany, Birmingham, Detroit, and one other place. I can't remember where. Oh, Charleston. Allegiant Air will be Fort Lauderdale and Las Vegas, and Alaska Airlines will be Seattle. Yeah, I have Game Pass. I looked. My understanding, and I think Joe explained it better, was that on Game Pass you get the very basic. You get the training center and then access to all the other routes that you already own. That's it. You won't get any of the new stuff on Game Pass. So I thought that was kind of like, well, I get the reasoning why. They just don't want people to play. They want people to spend money, obviously, because they're a business, and I get that. They want you to buy the new routes. They don't want you to just have access to the new routes without paying anything for it, even though you're paying for Game Pass. So, yeah, I think that's how Joe explained it. Was the free version? It's a very basic. You will get the training center, and that's it. And then then you can download the routes that you already own. But the routes are old, so you've already gotten, you know, what else are you going to do on the old routes that you haven't done already? You know, so because I was like, well, I'll download it on Game Pass, get some achievements, and then not play it really all that much, you know. So yeah, they want you to spend money, which again I can understand. They're a business and they want to get paid for for what they create, but eh, I'm not that. Uh, I well, oh the ads are on. I'll wait till the ads are done, then I'll finish what I was gonna say. All right, I think the ads are done. I'm just gonna step away for just a hot second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. What I was gonna say was I like the challenge of flight simming because there's way more I think that I can enjoy doing this than it is train sim. You know, yeah, there's newer trains and there's newer systems, but it's not much of a challenge to me, you know, anymore. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was a good. Oh, I need to load that to 7, and I didn't put the pack on there, and I didn't see. I think we're near Birmingham. We're south of Birmingham, I think, at this point. Let's see if we can zoom out just a little bit. We're looking for. Okay, there's... I know we were supposed to fly over Birmingham. Or not over, but under it. Oh, there it is, right there. We're almost there. Everybody wave at me. Yeah, I like the notion of the hold on a second. So anyway, yeah, I like the challenge of flight simming a little bit better than I do the train stuff. I think there's just to me it's more rewarding. Um, it's but it was fun for what it was. So all right, so let's kind of look at what we got coming up. We're on this last long leg. We got 113 nautical miles to go to get to Lima Golf Charlie. And then we're going to Noki, and then just after Noki, somewhere we'll begin our top of descent into to prepare for landing at Savannah. So that's the plan. Yep, there's Birmingham Airport right there. So we're just south of Birmingham. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to stick with. I like the I just like the overall um, uh, there's just a lot more to do here, and I think there's gonna be a lot more to do in the new one. So yeah, I think it'll be fantastic. So all right, let's go over here and look at charts, shall we? Yeah, let's do that. Let's look at charts. All right, so we have our Savannah's our arrival airport. There is no star, but we're going to go to the approach. We're coming in on RNAV Zulu 28 right here. So basically, what's going to happen is we're going to go to this waypoint called Lots right here, and then from Lots we're going to go to Kuches, Kuces, Kilo Uniform Charlie Echo Sierra, and then we're going to go to Tello. Now we may do we may come back around. We may do this hold and then send by, and then 28. So we got to be at 2,500 feet by Tello, 1,800 by Sinbai, and then we'll be on the ground. Okay. So hopefully we're going to try using the approach mode. Hopefully it will guide us all the way in on to the landing. So I don't know what the weather's like there in Savannah. I think we could look. Let's have a look at the weather. Let's pin this first. So we can. I want to pin this so we can always access that. Ooh. So the weather in Savannah right now, broken clouds at 5,000 feet, I believe. Overcast at 9. So yeah, I think we'll be okay. So yeah, we're going to stick with flight simming for the foreseeable future. I have basically gotten a, I guess you could say, a verbal agreement. Saturdays are my days for flight simming. Uh, so unless there was something that happens that we need to take care of, that's kind of like a uh, priority. Saturdays are my days. Next Saturday, it's just one of those things that came up that I need to deal with. Some stuff that we got to do that you know. But I'm going to try to keep the Saturday schedule as consistent as I can, so that and I think the starting at 8 seems like a pretty reasonable amount, reasonable time. Um, you know, so we're going to try to stick with that as well going forward. Um, so yeah, so that's where things are at. So all right. Oh, there's Bex. I thought Bex would have been here at the very beginning, but no. Hmm. Looks like, oh, Rob's back in one of his fancy jet planes again. He could jog on. Yeah, it was good, Bex. It was a nice trip. Aside from the little hiccup I had on the 8th of August when I sat down in the in before I was allowed to be seated. That's all right. I'm just giving you a hard time. That's all good. Joseph, on the other hand, he's watching his football, so you need to I need to go give him the what for, Bex. Uh, no, that's all good. That's all good. Yeah, we're just about to start getting ready to land here in Savannah, and then we're gonna have some fun in the. Tells me off for not coming in. That's all right. I know everybody's trying to get that last bit of good weather in their system the before winter starts. So, um, yeah, there's some just some good stuff happening finally, but I'll share more another time. But no, everything's. Well, there's Talladega somewhere up over that away. Like, is that the speedway there? Oh, that looks like the speedway right there. Kids started school here. Yeah, here they started the day that I left on vacation. They start in August here, and then they have Labor Day weekend off, and then they go back to school. So they'll be back in school until November at least, I think. So, uh, yeah, it's anyway. Yeah, there's just well, I think they still go to June here, but it might be early June. Um, no, they keep them in school for as long as possible. I think it seems like. So, and we don't really necessarily have to worry about snow days. So, the only time it would be closed, unless it's like a standard holiday, would be if we had a tornado or something. But they have enough days extra on the calendar in case something like that happens. But it's not like when up in New York where you got to worry about snow days and all that kind of craziness. So, but no, the day I left, they were that was their first day of school, 5th of August. No, 6th of August. I think it was that Monday. Yeah, the 6th or something like that, or 5th, whatever it was. I forget. Let's see. It was the 5th of August. Um, so uh, yeah. Yeah, there's another one. That's the second one today. Block and deleted. Yeah. But yeah, there's I'm looking forward to 2024. I think it's going to be fun. Like I said, we'll go back to flight school. I know everybody will be kind of like, "Oh, but that's boring." No, we're gonna learn. We can do some learning. And there's no better way to do it than go back to basics. It's always a good thing. So, always encourage people. You're gonna get in a flight sim. Learn. You gotta learn the basics. It's always a good thing. And then we'll do that for a while, and then we'll alternate between doing mission stuff, and then also then we'll do jetliner services. Try to do some bush flying up in Alaska. I found that what's it called again? Alaska Central Express. They're like a small um, air carrier up in Alaska. They just do predominantly around Anchorage and outlying areas, uh, passenger and cargo services. So we'll eventually what we'll do is we'll get a plane that could operate kind of what they're doing and go from there. So, but no, we'll get some bush flying in up in Alaska as well. Have some nice scenery. Um, Try to get back into the helicopter stuff. I'm assuming that the helicopters we already have will work in the new sim, but I don't know. Oh, there's an ad coming up. Yay, ads. Well, we're going to start descending here pretty soon. Let's see. Yeah, top of descent is coming up after Noki, right there. So it's going to be, we got a lot of distance to cover. And then we got to be at 2,500 and we got to cross Sinby at 1,800 feet. So things are about to get a little bit hectic. But not too bad, I don't think. Let's have a look. I think from here we can see the remaining. Yeah, pretty much that's all it. So it's going to be a bit busy. We're going to have to drop a lot of altitude and get the plane slowed down for approach. So, yeah, that's going to be a little bit busy. But then I'll take a short break and then we'll go fly around the Bay Area and have some fun. And then if somebody can let me know if they're available to help me check the sound, because apparently you guys can't hear the sounds of the engines outside. I just gotta get that dealt with because apparently because I was gone and I gotta download the new OBS. It could be because of that. There's a new update to OBS, so yeah. So yeah, if somebody can help me out with that, that'd be greatly appreciated. I was gonna do a test stream, get the sound back up and running, and then that shouldn't take very long. We'll get a loud plane so that we can definitely know for sure that you hear it or not. But I'll download that OBS and then update, and then okay, thanks, Amela. I'll let you know. I'll shoot you a message on Discord then. Appreciate it. Yeah, it'll just be a test and get that sorted. All right. And I gotta get some pork loin in the oven for late lunch, early dinner. Had chicken strips last night for dinner with some ranch sauce for dipping. Just remember, not everything needs sauce, Rebecca. Oh my goodness. I did have, it was fantastic. The other day, Sam's Club, I bought a they had stuffed salmon. Oh, it was amazing. I had 2 for lunch and the other 2 for dinner. Oh, it was so good. It was quite yummy. Yeah, but yeah, we had my dad. We went to Publix yesterday, and we got some chicken strips. So he had some for lunch, and then I had the rest of them for dinner. So that was good. But I did quite enjoy that stuffed salmon. Oh, it was fantastic. Put it in the oven for about 28 minutes. Oh, came out. It tastes phenomenal. I don't know what Joseph's on about now. Joseph, what's going on? I don't know what who said not everything needs sauce, Rebecca. I don't know what are you getting on a mellow for? My goodness. Are you at that dodgy McDonald's again, Joseph? See, that's what I should have done when they told me to get up out of the seat there when I was trying to eat breakfast. I should have said, wait a second, I know Joseph Adams, doggone it. And they would have been like, oh, we're sorry. You, please go ahead and sit down. We'll be right with you. Now, why don't you contact Atlanta Center? Yep. That's what I should have said. Wait a minute. Joseph Adams says I could sit here like this. And well then, if that's the case, far be it for us to. If Joseph said it's okay. Let's see what else. Yeah. So we got another jetliner flight on the 21st. That'll be we're going from Newark Liberty to Chicago Midway in the 737-700. The 28th, I think we have a helicopter flight. So maybe that's what we'll do on the 28th. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. 28th, since I don't think the helicopter flight's going to last very long. We'll do the ATR flights first, and then we'll do a helicopter flight on the 28th. Yeah. So, because we're going to do two flights in the ATR 4272 or the ATR 72600. I'm sorry. Yeah. We're going from London City to Guernsey, and then Guernsey to London Gatwick. So, yeah, we'll do that at the end of the month. But I gotta put together some flights for October, and then November. I think I'll do one flight that first Saturday of November, and then after that, I gotta get the new flight sim downloaded, set up. I gotta run some tests, so we'll shoot for sometime in late November. We'll get get back to flight school. There we go. All right, we're beginning our initial descent into Savannah. Pretty cloudy. All right, you guys are gonna add brake again. All right, start slowing down here. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, I'm gonna have to slow down a little bit more here. Go down to 250. A notch flaps out. Oh. Ooh. Well, we are zipping down in the altitude here. All right, so we got a. Well, let's go ahead and zoom to that. put those on. Yeah, on the flaps 2. Let's go to 5. That's kind of overcast here. Might be raining. All right, there we go. I've got some light in here. Yeah, we just sent it a little too fast there. I should have managed that descent a little bit better. Luckily, this is all fairly flat land, so we're not worried about running into do anything. Airport should be visible up ahead here. Should be coming up. Should be like right over here somewhere. All right. Yeah, we descended a little too quickly there. Should have dialed back a while back ago so that we could have stayed descending, but not too quickly. Okay, that's the hold if we go missed approach. Should see that airport. Yeah, it sometimes can be, or just either low fog or just it's very humid there. So yeah, it could be just low fog, kind of hanging around. But once it burns off, because it's only 21 minutes after 11. Uh, all right, there's one more ad break coming. Yeah, once that fog burns off, though, whew, it is miserable. All right, so we're almost parallel to the airport. Should be seeing it coming up here on our right side. And that should be right out here somewhere. All right, so let's see. I know we're gonna have to get down to 1,800 feet. All right, do a snooze. Yeah, that airport should be like right over here somewhere. Should see the runway lights at least. We'll turn off the live weather for when we get up over to the Bay Area, so I can enjoy see the bridges and whatnot. Gear down, get another notch of flaps. Probably hit that snooze. I want to let it get as close to the time as possible. And I'll snooze it one more time. Yeah, I had just enough fuel to get here. All right, let's go down to, what did I say it was? 1800? Yeah. Probably going down to 1800 a little bit early, but I'd rather have it set. All right, should be turning here in just a second. There we go. That last notch of flaps. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am. Thank you. How are you, Mick? Good to see you. Yeah. I've missed it. Definitely. It's yeah, good to be back. We're going to take a short break once we land. We're going to have some fun over in the Bay Area on the in a aerobatic plane. So we're going to turn right here. All right, there we go. Now, if we put on the approach mode, should lock us in. Oh, let me snooze that. Have I come back a new man as a new man? Well, I guess in a way. Trying to be. Yeah, I guess in some ways I am. I don't know. I never thought about it. But thanks for asking, Mick. No, I will say the one great thing about traveling by train is it gives you you're not in a hurry necessarily because like in Chicago and Washington D.C., you go to kind of a waiting area, and then they'll announce when your train's ready to depart. Did I get everything? No, we didn't really go anywhere. We I was hoping to go down to Magalia and some other places. We didn't really go anywhere, so the opportunity to take pictures this time just did not exist. All right, let me get the plane on the ground and we'll finish talking. Oh, we got a precision. Look at that. It's guiding us right on in. I like it. So we should see runway lights here shortly, I would think. Um, so no, not I didn't in that respect, no, I didn't really get to do what I wanted, but that's okay. It is what it is. I in retrospect, what I probably should have done was um rented a car. And then I could have gone and done other stuff that I wanted to do, but it's okay. Yeah, we got a bit of a tail crosswind coming in here. There's the lights. Yeah, raining in Savannah. Go figure. Why is it climbing? No, 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 no. Don't climb. Well, that wasn't a. At least they didn't scream. That was a nice. Well, that was a hard landing. Oh well. On behalf of myself and the entire flight crew, we'd like to welcome you to Savannah, Georgia. Local time is 11. It was a hard landing. Hard landing, Joseph. Not heavy, hard. Local time is 11:36 in the morning. Okay. I gotta get the speed brakes. Oh, thank you. We got one more to do. We got one more fun thing to do. And then we'll be... I think part of the problem was we had a tailwind, so I should have checked the weather and opted for a different approach, to be honest. That was my... I should have double checked it. Put that away. Let's yeah. I agree, Mick. I agree. That's okay. They can't all be perfect. Oh, I didn't even get the on approach picture. That's all right. Yeah, it was a good trip. I think what I liked the most about it was it just kind of gave me time to think about a lot of things. Not that I ruminated or anything, but just, you know, the ability just to kind of have my own space and okay, I gotta snooze that one more time. Dismiss. Oops. Hold on a second. There was another comment up here. Yeah, it was nice to be somewhere else. But yeah, it gave me time to reflect on some stuff and think about my future, especially. Um, so yeah, it was but it was good. It was a good trip. I enjoyed it. I got to see some different stuff. It was neat to be able to go to Washington D.C. I was really hoping to get over to the Smithsonian, to the Air and Space Museum. No. Well, she cooked a little bit, but some of it was just, you know, throw it in the oven and heat it up or whatever. It wasn't like, it was good. Like, but, you know, it's, she's just used to cooking for her and Dave. And, you know, so yeah, it's kind of hard for her to cook for an extra person, and you know. All right, there's our terminal right over there. But yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed the train ride, other than the the fact that we were 6 hours late getting into Reno because of the engine issue. But Other than that, it was good. You know, there it's a great way to travel if you're not in a hurry, to be honest. It really is. That part I really enjoyed. All right, so we got one more thing to do after we park here and get the plane shut down. Well, I'm going to take a. We're going to let the ad play, and then we'll. Let's see. It should. This should be on. I'm trying. Oop, yeah, I'm like oversteering, aren't I? Yep. Okay. Yeah, about 2 hours in the air. Perfect. I got about 6 hours left to get my certification as a Boeing pilot over on FS Hub. Get that achievement done. Get my 100 hours. Yeah, I probably should have come in on the opposite end runway. That tailwind and with a crosswind kind of threw me off, I think, coming in for landing, but that's okay. We made it. Yeah, this is a rather small airport. The terminal, basically, it's just one long side, and there's a road that you come in on. There's the parking deck is right. Well, it's not modeled very correctly. There's a parking deck right across from the actual terminal. It's a pretty neat little airport, to be honest. I always like it's very simple to get in and out of. All right, let's go ahead and shut the plane down. Ooh, wow, how did that happen? So, yeah, basically there's like a parking structure. Yeah, this isn't modeled very well, to be honest. But you come in, yeah, you get dropped off. There's like a pickup and drop off area here. There's a parking deck right over across from here. But the terminal you go through, and then yeah, everything's pretty much all in one building. So, well, thank you for the bits, Mick. Appreciate that. All right, I'll let the ad play. We'll go ahead and exit here, and we'll change planes while you guys are watching the ads. And we'll let me get the okay, let's see here. I think it's down this way. There it is. Ooh, that's kind of fancy. I like that. Let's go with that one. All right, let's go to KSJC. And we're going to go to start up right about there. Departure. So basically what we're going to do. I'll wait for the ads. Matter of fact, I'm going to take a quick restroom break, and I'll be right back, and we'll go over this. Yes, Mick, this is the intestinal fortitude flight. I'll be right back. All right. I just got to wait for the ads to finish playing and we'll go over everything here. All right. So it looks like the ads are pretty much over. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take off. We're gonna start off and take off from San Jose Airport here, or on the side of where the general aviation stuff parks. We're gonna take off now. I'm hoping. Well, matter of fact, I gotta change the weather, don't I? Let's do that first. We gotta go all the way down here to clear skies. There we go. All right. So that way we don't have to worry about the altimeter and all that. So basically, we're going to take off and we're going to go. I'm hoping we're just going to taxi over to runway 30 left, and we're going to take off. We're going to go up the bay. Now we're going to pass over. There's Dumbarton Bridge right there. San Mateo Bridge is right here. Now there is basically from the East Bay up to a certain point, it's flat, and then it goes up and then back down before you come into Foster City here. So we're going to try to find that hump, fly under that, and then we're going to continue to fly up this way. We're going to try to fly underneath the Bay Bridge here, come around Alcatraz and set up. We're going to go underneath the Golden Gate, and then we're going to turn out over here, over shortly, a little bit over the Pacific, and then we're going to try to fly upside down underneath the Golden Gate on the way back in. And then we'll just kind of do some loop-de-loos or whatever. And then if we got enough fuel, there's a bridge here. There's bridges there. We're going to try to go underneath those, and then we're going to follow this in. There's another bridge here. We're going to try to go underneath those if we can. And then we're going to turn. We're going to follow this. There's Travis, and then we're going to try to land in Vacaville there at the Nut Tree Airport. So that's the plan. So let's go ahead and get that going. Yeah, see, it's still showing stuff, and I'm ready to go. Okie dokie. Let's see here. Oh, I gotta make sure we got fuel. That would help. Let's do that first. I'll go ahead and load it up. All right, where's the starter? There's gotta be a starter switch here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Ooh, that's fancy looking. Look at that. I like that. That's pretty snazzy. That's not what I wanted. All right, here we go. We're not doing all that. We know where 30 left is. 30 left is like right there. There's no reason for us to go all the way around. Doesn't that look kind of mean? Look at that. That's pretty cool. I like this paint scheme. Joseph's going to have nightmares later. Oh, Rob flew out a plane that scared me. It's okay, Joseph. It's okay. You'll be all good. Okay, Joseph. I don't want to hear anything else later about I gave you nightmares or something. What do you think of this paint scheme, though, Joseph? You like it? It's pretty cool, isn't it? Wonder what if there's anything on the underside. No, no eyes or anything weird like that on the underside. Well, that just came with the plane. I didn't have anything to do with it. But it is pretty cool though. All right, we're just gonna go right here and line up and skedaddle. We don't need to go all the way around. I have to Go on the outside here. Now there is no autopilot, so I'm gonna try to keep an eye on the chat, but I gotta pay attention to actually flying this thing. Yeah. Hey, Scruffy, how are you? We're going to test our intestinal fortitude. All right, here we go. We're not going to line up. We're just going to skedaddle. There we go. All right, get the flaps up. Oh, oh. There it is. Got alert. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember you said you had the grandkids were coming over. Hopefully, you enjoy that. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. That's okay. We'll just take off from the freeway. Beep beep. There we go. That's okay. We're back in the air. Well, yes, we can't do too many wild things. The plane will stall. Do more. I will, Joseph. Let me get back on the. Now, just over here, I saw the roller coaster. I think there used to be a amusement park over here. I thought I saw the roller coaster or part of it. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, there it is. There's what it used to be called Marriott's Great America. I don't know what it's called now, but yep, there's an amusement park right there. You saw what, Bex? You didn't see anything. Well, I have to admit, this is my first time flying this plane, so I did not know the That's okay. Hey, we landed on the freeway. We could take off. I mean, fighter planes do it. Why can't we? Oh, see, it didn't. Oh yeah, it did retract the flaps, I think. See, the flaps don't look like they're. See, it looks. Oh, they're up. Okay. All right. let's see how well we do. Oh yeah. I can't do anything about that now, Joseph. I used up all my snoozes for the ads. That's okay. We're kind of cruising up the bay anyway. You're not missing anything. We're just what we're looking for is the we're looking for the San Mateo Bridge first. We're gonna try to fly under that. So no, yeah. There's the Dumbarton Bridge right there in front of us. I could see kind of the line there on the. Oh, I don't need the landing lights, do I? Oh, I'll turn those off. Oh, look, I accidentally turned the fuel off too. Oops a daisy. See, it's got a throttle here and a throttle here. I'm not sure which one. Oh, it does. Okay, I see. Both of them work. Okay. All right, so there's Dumbarton Bridge. So we're looking for the San Mateo Bridge first. Yeah, I can't snooze the ads anymore, unfortunately, but if I see that they're coming up, I'll try to put or I just won't do anything crazy to. All right, so there's the lights for San Francisco International. Over there, that should be Oakland. So if that's San Francisco, then the San Mateo Bridge should be coming up into view here shortly. We're looking for that. There should be a hump. This is the close and don't part of the. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see here. I'm not really all that high, so I got to be careful about doing too much silly stuff because I'm pretty low. All right. Okay, there's the San Mateo Bridge. Unless they've changed it, there should be. I know for quite a while it was. They may have changed it. Yeah, see, the hump should be like right around here somewhere. It should be like right in front of us. I don't think we can fly underneath the. Yeah, it's not. It's not showing it correctly. Well, that sucks. Well, no, it's there. It's just not high like the other bridges are in the Bay Area. I think that's what it is. Oh, yeah, I don't have any. Okay, there is an ads inbound. Let's Let's see. Yeah, it's not a very tall bridge. I don't know. I don't think we're going to be able to squeeze underneath it. No, it's not going to. No, it's too close to the water. Even though in real life, I think this is the hump right here, but mainly for most of it's pretty close to the water. Yeah, it's not going to work. All right, that's okay. Yeah, see there it is right there. It's not very prominent though. Let's see if I can do a barrel roll here. Yeah, kind of did one, I guess. All right, there's the Bay Bridge. So we're going to head for there. There's San Francisco. We know this area from other flights and Train Sim World. Yeah, I'm pretty low. I'm only about 1,000, about 1,200 feet off the water. So so here's Treasure Island, Yerba Buena and Treasure Island. Treasure Island's on the other side. The Oakland Bay Bridge, Oakland side is here, Bay Bridge. So we're going to aim for right around here to try to sneak under there. I think we're going to be okay here because there should be enough. There's more room for this than there is for like a F-14 and other planes. So matter of fact, I'm going to climb up a little bit just to get some altitude. Then what we'll do is we'll dive back down to get some speed so that when we get underneath the bridge, we have some speed to climb out with if necessary. Well, salute to the Bay Area hometown. All right. There's Moffett or not Moffett. Alameda is right there. Former Naval Air Station is right there. All right. So it looks like, I think this is supposed to be a cargo ship right here. And if so, that's what it looks like. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Boy, it's kind of dodgy. The graphics, I was expecting better. That's all right. All right, so there's the bridge. There's Alcatraz. So what I'm going to try to do, I think we're going to go on this side of that ship or cargo, whatever this is. We're going to try to go right between there. I think it has. Well, maybe it's. Well, see, it looks like a pillar of some kind, like a support pillar, but I don't ever remember that being part of the Bay Bridge. Seems kind of out of place, but I could be wrong. Yeah, that's what it is. That's weird. I don't remember that being there. There we go. Yeah, I guess it is part of the bridge. Hey, we made it. All right, now comes the, we're going to buzz Alcatraz here at about 300 feet off the water. Welcome to the rock. Wave to the cargo ship there. Wave, Joseph. Wave to the cargo ship. Well, everybody wave to Sean Connery on the rock. Oh, there we go. Right. We're going to go right between those trees. Right there. Here we go. That lighthouse still is in service. But we are way low. We got to get some altitude here. Now, the real question would be, since we landed on the freeway earlier, right? But not by choice, but by accident. I wonder if we could actually land on the Bay Bridge or the Golden Gate Bridge. That might be something worth trying. What do you think, Mick? Think we should try to land on the Golden Gate Bridge? Of course you can. Well, in theory you can, but in the sim, would we be able to? Let's get some altitude here, and then we're gonna come back around. And we're gonna try to go upside down. Well, I know I want to. I'm just trying to figure out: is it possible to do? Like, is it? I mean, there's two ways to come in. I don't know what would be the better way to do it, but It's ooh. Now I wonder. Well, that's a tight fit there through those. Uh, okay, here we go. Upside down. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Woo! Now, I see there used to be on over well on both sides there was forts on each side of the bay before the Golden Gate Bridge was built. That's one of them right there. Let's see if we can squeeze in this way. Ooh! Woo-wee! Yeah, that's one of the forts. That's the old fort for the Bay Area there. Yeah, that was. All right, let's see if we can figure out a way to land. See if we can do this. If not, we're going to go right through the bridge and into the water. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Let's see if we can actually fly across the bridge without wrecking. Well, so you got cables on each side of the bay of the bridge. In the middle, traditionally, no. Let's see here. I gotta find the. Oh, there it is, right there. Look at that. Oh, this is perfect. Here we go. We're gonna try to fly down the Golden Gate Bridge. I know it's wider in person than it looks like here. Oh yeah, we can do this. We can do this. Woo! Eh, eh, eh. Look at that. All right, we're going to do one more thing. You ready? We're going to do one more. Now, the real test. Can we make it through here? That's the question. Look at that. Look at this. Look at ah. Woo! All right, here comes the real test. Woo! They would have yanked my license. That's what I was going to try to do, Joseph. I gotta come around one more time, and then we'll see if we can do it. It's going to be real. That's going to be tough. There we go. All right, let's see if we can do it. Upside down. Here we go. Oh, I don't know if I can do it. It's really. Oh, boy, it's kind of tough to do. Yeah, I can't get the plane to settle down enough to get it to go upside down. Well, at least we had some fun on the Golden Gate Bridge. All right, we'll try one more thing here. I don't know if I can get to it though. Oh, there we go. Okay. No, I can't. I can't get the altitude right in time. Ooh. Yeah, it's. Woo! I didn't know it. I was like, I wonder if I could just fly down the across the Golden Gate Bridge. Well, you know what? The heck with it. We might as well try it flying underneath the flying the Bay Bridge now. Matter of fact, I got to get a picture of that. We got to do it one more time so I can get a picture. I'm going to send it to. What's my fuel looking like? Okay, we got plenty of fuel. We'll try having some fun. Uh, at the. I'm going to fly down. I'll fly up through the top one there, Joseph. Yeah, I can do that. That might be easier to do because I might be able to get upside down through the top ones. But I'm going to get some pictures here. All right, there's the highway. There we go. Okay. Just so that, because then nobody will believe me. All right. There we go. Okay, Joseph, we'll try that. But I know what you mean. I think if I can fly through the ones on the very bottom by the roadway, I should be able to fly through the ones on the very top of the. All right, let's see if I can fly upside down on the ones through here. Oops. I gotta get. Oh boy, yeah, it's kind of tough to do. Oop. I went through the wires. There's no way I could have gone through the wires. Okay. That's all right. Yeah, it's hard to do. Ooh. All right, let's go see what we can do on the Bay Bridge. Boy, yeah, I was like, I wonder if. Well, there we go. Now we know we can do it. Now, I don't think it's solid like like I was expecting because I think I kind of flew through those wires. Because if I even nipped them with my wingtip, it should have I should have felt it like a vibration in the flight stick or something. The wheels don't retract on this. That's okay. All right, here we go. Now the question is, can I find a way to get, because the other way from Treasure Island or Yerba Buena Island would be very difficult to do. I kind of know the layout or how it is in the real world, the where the layout to get to the Bay Bridge, but all right, there we go. I see. Here we go. There we go. I see it now. I've got my landmark. Oh boy, this is gonna be tough because it's crisscross on the bridge, on the towers there. All right, here we go. We got this. We got this. We got this. We got this. Okay. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got this. Okay, now I gotta go up over Yerba Buena Island. There's no challenge to this. This is kind of blah. Woo! Boy, that was much harder than the Golden Gate Bridge. Test my intestinal fortitude. I'll find. Trust me, I will find a way. I'm sending these to on their Twitter later on. What was that about intestinal fortitude? There we go. We're gonna go underneath the Oakland side, and right there, look at that. Right in front of us to the left, coming around, is the old Pan Am area for Treasure Island right here. Look at that. Look at that. All right, we'll come around and we'll try to go underneath upside down on the Bay Bridge. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do. I'll come back around again. We'll go say hi to the Giant Stadium here. There it is, Pac Bell Park. Everybody wave to the Giant Stadium. It's a baseball place. Look. Look at that fancy cargo ship. Your PS5 is in there somewhere, Joseph. It's on its way. It'll get there maybe by Christmas next year. By the time the PS6 comes out. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I gotta... Ooh, Phew. Almost landed on the water. I gotta get a little more altitude here and come back around. We'll get one more upside down. Ooh, here we go. I got a better idea. This is gonna be crazy as heck. But I think we can do it since we've lucked out so far on doing a bunch of shenanigans, but let's see if we could go upside down right by the old ferry building there. Ooh, oh, no. Ah. There we go. We got this. Whee! Ooh, what? Better climb. Climb. Climb like an eagle. All right, let's see. Where are we at? Coming around. Okay, there's the Oakland Bay Bridge. Oakland Bridge. All right. See, now there's cables. Now, when I came through and flew, the cables were not. I think they're in the center. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, they're in the center of the bridge, not on the outer parts there. All right. That's Treasure Island actually right here. Back in the day it was an eye opener. Well, I was thinking about I'm like, I wonder if I can do certain things and I'm like, well, there's only one way to find out. And lo and behold, we did it. And I've got pictures to prove it. Those pictures are going to doggone Sobo, Microsoft. I'll say, well, what's our fuel look like? 74%. I think I'm going to change this to the front. Kind of try to balance the plane out. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to look for some more bridges. Back for a bit. Oh, you missed it. I flew across the Golden Gate Bridge a couple times, Scruff, and I made it across the Bay Bridge as well. So the Golden Gate and the Bay Bridge flew over down the middle of them. Down the middle. You have to watch the replay later on. Mick, maybe if you clipped it as well, if you could go back and clip it for me, I'd greatly appreciate that. And send it to Pulsey. Pulse will never believe that I did it too. After I think he was the one that dared me about the Eiffel Tower. And I've done that twice in 2 different planes. So yeah, we're heading up the bay. We're looking for the Benicia Bridge and the Martinez Bridge. We're going to try to fly under those if we can find them. Yep. I'm going to send the pictures to Microsoft on their Twitter account too, and go like, yeah, you said something about intestinal fortitude. I don't know what gets any better than that. Uh, Went upside down underneath the Golden Gate and the Bay Bridge. We on the uh, San Francisco side of the Golden Gate, there's an old fort there, and I buzzed right by the fort underneath the arch as the bridge is connect. Yeah, upside down. Yep. I was going to try to fly upside down across the Golden Gate, but it's really hard to get it upside down and be able to keep it level. So I tried, but that's all right. And we did the very top of the Golden Gate. There's a opening there. Flew right through those. Yeah. Oh, that was fun. That's been fantastic. All right, so the Benicia Bridge, I believe, should be coming up. If I remember my bay geography, I think we got to follow this area here. And then we should see the Benicia Bridge. And then the Martinez Bridge is right after that. Or is it the other way around? There's two bridges. And on the opposite side of one of them is there's a maritime school for that I think like tugboat pilots and all that in the Bay Area. They go to that school. I heard it's a pretty tough school to get through. At least I think it's still there. I don't know if it went out of business or got shut down or anything, but all right. Oh, there's a bridge there, but I don't think I can go underneath it. That should be that's the first bridge right there. I see it now, but it looks like there's like a big yeah, it's not been cleaned up to open it up to fly under it. Yeah, it looks like when they took the picture, it was the shadows created a wall. Yep, I can see it right there. Doggone it. Well, that sucks. Now, when you take the train from the Bay Area up to Sacramento, it comes through here, and then it goes across a bridge, and then continues up on the other side to Sacramento. It's the Capital Corridor train. Yep, that's all. Dang. If I remember correctly, that's the freeway right there. Yeah, I think that's the railroad bridge on the other side of it. This is the bridge that the cars go over. There's an iron or steel bridge here on the other side. I think that's for the railroad for passenger and freight to go across. Man. Oh well. Now there's the other bridge right here. Should be, I think. And there's an old sugar mill right here. I think, I don't know if it's still open or not, but there was a sugar mill right here off to the right. Yeah, they got it all. It's all. They need to clean that up. I'm here for to fly under bridges. I'm not here to crash into. Yeah, it's the steel bridge right there. Yeah, it's all. Yeah, they really need to do something about that. But that's the newer bridge. I think they built that one's new, and then there's a new one for Benicia right around here. Yep, there's the Benicia Bridge, and that's all. Man. Yeah, they're both solid because when I think when they did the imagery, there was a shadow, and the shadow just shows like a wall. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh well. Maybe one day. Maybe in 2024. Oh wait, it is 2024. Maybe in Flight Sim 2024, the bridges will all be cleaned up, and the we'll be able to fly under a bunch of bridges. Yeah, that's the maritime school is right over here, I believe, to the left. I believe it's there, or it's either here or at the other by the other bridge on the western side. um, it might be here because yeah, because I remember it was a pier and all that. Uh, that I think that's where they went down and did some of their coursework and all that. All right, so we're gonna follow the freeway, kinda. Matter of fact, all right. Here's what we're gonna do. Let me get some speed built up first. Let's see if we can do a loop de loo. Oh, we'll have to wait till after the ad break. Let's see. Nearest airport. There we go. We'll go runway 2. Let's get a little bit of altitude here. All right, let's see here. Well, I gotta wait for the I gotta wait for the ad break to finish, and we'll try a loop de loo before we land there at the Nut Tree Airport. All right. Let me just see if I can do one real quick. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, Oh, no, 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 no. Ah. Well, while on the ad break, I tried to do a loop-de-loo just to see if I could do one, and the plane stalled. So, let's see here. How can I don't even know how to slew the plane, to be honest. I think I got to turn off the... Okay. Yeah, I don't even know how to slew the plane, to be honest. Oh, well. Yeah, I know, Amela. Well, let me see if I can add some weight to the back. Let's see here. No, I can't. No, it's... Oh, well. I was like trying to pull back up on the stick to level it off, and it just spun and went... I was hoping if I added enough weight that I could get it to kind of reset itself, but no, it's not gonna. No, it's not going to. Oh, maybe that's why, because my controller came unplugged. Yeah. Ain't that fantastic? There we go. I think I pulled on the thing just enough in it. See if I can get it to kind of like. Oh, thank you, Mick. Appreciate that. The oops. Yeah, I was trying to do a loop-de-loo. I thought, well, let me just practice and then, oh well. I thought maybe if I put some weight in there, it would. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what I got to do. I got to put the center of gravity towards the back. And maybe it'll... Dang. If I could just get it to tip over, I think I can... Yeah, there's no. Oh well. There's no way I can get it to reset. Oh well. Oh well. We crashed in somebody's field. Oh well, we had fun though. I think that was a blast going through the. Matter of fact, I gotta look at the pictures real quick, and I'll post them over on. Oh yeah, look at that. There's one. That's the other one, and then I think I got like 3. That one won't work. This one will, and that one will. All right, so that one can delete. Okay, so yeah, we had some fun. Thank you, Mick. Appreciate it. Glad you did. Yeah, that was a good time. So that'll be it for today. Next, no flights next Saturday on the 21st. Oh, you're welcome, Amela. I'll message you here in a little bit, Amela, about helping me with the sound. Did you hear any? Mick, let me ask you before you go. Did you hear anything with the planes or anything? When I was flying it, when I was outside, did you hear the sound of the engine and all, or no? Because I was having technical difficulties earlier. I don't know if it was fixed or if it fixed itself or if I still got to tinker with it. Yeah, 21st of September, 737 going from Newark Liberty to Chicago Midway. Yeah, I will, Mella. I want to see if Mick said that he could hear anything. If not, then I know that the. Okay, all right, yeah, it's OBS then. You go on vacation, you forget how everything works. That's all right. We'll sort it out. I'll be doing a test stream a little bit later. I need to eat some lunch, and then I'm gonna do a test stream a little bit. I got to get the update downloaded for OBS, and then reset everything. So it'll be fine. But thank you everybody for coming in and hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll be back on the 21st 737 flight, Newark Liberty to Chicago Midway in the classic Continental Airlines livery. So do join us for that. And thank you everybody for coming in. Thank you for the resub and the bits, Mick. Greatly appreciate it. Let me do some shout outs. I gotta find, it's been so long since I've done shout outs. I feel bad. There. You know who I'm gonna shout out. If you haven't followed him, you're missing out. He's back to streaming somewhat regularly. So do give Scruffy Tam a follow, the president, CEO, and lead pilot of Parasox Airline. Go give him a follow, and greatly appreciate it. Yeah, let me get out of here. Thank you everybody for coming in and hanging out. Greatly appreciate it, and I will see you all again soon. I have been and always shall be your lead singer, pilot, driver of the airplane, crasher of planes, Uncle B. Until next time, peace, live long and prosper.